Bigfoot? All he did is Mike had heard him chanting and talking, sound like a language, and he had heard him mimicking him, you know, copying things that people said. And all he did is he came on there. He said, "Can Bigfoot mimic humans, or can they, or do they have a language?" And
he was
crucified him. Well, I saw the way they were treating him, and so I pinged him, and took about a week or so. He finally answered me back because he didn't know who I was.
Never knew.
And I said, he used to go by the name Watch One.
Watch
the numeral 1.
Yeah.
And you can probably still, no, well, you can't, you can probably still see where he was crucified in the archives of Bigfoot Forum. But anyway, I told him, I said, yes, they do have some type of a rudimentary language. They will chant, and they will absolutely, positively, for sure, imitate you or imitate other sounds that they hear repeatedly.
You over there killing your dog? You're hanging him. I see this. I've got witnesses this time. Cruelty down.
But he, anyway, once he found out that he heard that that he wasn't crazy, and that there were people out there that weren't going to ridicule him, that sort of inspired him to start the forum.
Sure did. He told me that because he met me then. And he said, "Are you Bear of the Bear and Coonbo team?" And at this time, Tim was transitioning with a job up there in Missouri, and he wasn't on the forum as much.
No, I went for nearly a year without being on the forum.
And I liked the old boy from the beginning, and he conned me into coming down there to Jackson, Alabama. Well, I run into a fella down there, and it's Ken Davis right over here. Taught him to call, and one day he called in a booger that day, and his eyes got as big as salt. Yeah. Yep. Another outlaw that's here was a little bitty old fart about that big when me and Coonbo was going out. I think Coonbo just brought him to be his foot junkie. Go get the wood, go get the bricks, go get this, go get that. Here, hold Bo, which Bo would drag into all over the country. But I watched this young man grow up from this side, riding how many miles with us?
Thousands.
All over the southern half of the United States. Clint Baker. Tim Campbell.
I'm awful proud of him.
He's the next generation that we're working with. I don't see the other outlaws. They will meander on down here. They're up there having a powwow. I don't blame them in a way. It's not that I'm... Huh?
Got one hit right back there.
Well, I was going to get to him. He's hid up against that tree right now. This guy here, Dan and Vicky, run into him when, Dan? How many years ago you run into Kentucky Mark up here?
Oh, God. 2003.
Well, we've been talking to him before that, I think.
I don't know. I think it's been a while.
Vicky kept telling us about this place up in northern, kind of northwestern Tennessee called LBS, Land Between the Lakes, and she said, y'all gonna have to go there. We have been up here every 2.5 years, numerous trips since 2003. Every time we come up here, we call this old boy that lives up here. He lives in Kentucky. We didn't know where to go, what to do. It was hit and miss. So since Dan and Vicky had already made contact with this gentleman, we got a hold of him, I think, through Vicky, and asked him would he be courteous enough to spend time with us and lead us by the hand around here so we can learn the lay of the land. Excuse me. Pepper. During the course of all this, Kentucky Mark become our friend. And every time we'd hold an outing up here, Mark would be here. Mark is, I guess you would say, our dog man dog type expert. Him and Kumbo of the bunch. That's Kumbo is basically boogers, but he knows more about that darn werewolf looking thing than I do. I don't want to know a damn thing about it. I'm a booger hunter.
I took my first report. I didn't know it at the time I took it. 1978, I took my first dog man report. The first one that I knew formally ahead of time was a dog man or a werewolf was in 1984. But like I said, I hadn't been out particularly looking for them. It just happened.
But Kentucky Mark, if you'll wave at them so they see you hiding up against that tree,